Happy anniversary, Pumpkin. Things have been bad between us, and I'm sorry.
When the film starts, Emma, a woman trapped in an unsatisfying marriage, prepares to meet her husband at a restaurant. Her thoughts are consumed by Tom, the man with whom she recently ended her affair. As she enters the elevator with her husband, it becomes apparent that there is a noticeable distance between them. Just as the elevator doors open, her husband's co-worker Tom, who is also her secret boyfriend, gets inside and pretends not to recognize her. However, her husband's expression reveals that he suspects something is amiss. On that particular day, Emma and Mark go out to celebrate their anniversary. During their dinner, tension is palpable between them, especially when they exchange gifts. Mark surprises Emma with a steel necklace, while she presents him with tickets to a game. Emma feels insulted by his casual dismissal of her gift, which ultimately ends up in the hands of the waitress when they depart. Emma's husband has more surprises in store for the evening. He blindfolds her and takes her on a 1-hour drive to their cabin at the lake house outside the city.
Happy anniversary, Pumpkin. Things have been bad between us, and I'm sorry.
That evening, Mark apologizes for his past behavior, discusses the possibility of reigniting their romance, and scatters notes and photographs throughout the house. He leaves a message for her to play the recorder, which she obliges, only to be startled when the music begins to play. Emma and her spouse then engage in an intimate encounter, leading her to believe that their marriage is on the path to repair. The night concludes with a sense of romantic affection. However, as morning arrives, she realizes the extent of her misjudgment. Upon awakening, she discovers herself bound to her husband by handcuffs, and to her astonishment, he promptly takes his own life by shooting himself in the head. Emma ponders whether his actions were a result of dissatisfaction with the events of the previous night or due to the underwhelming gift she presented him. Because she is handcuffed to his hand, she is forced to drag his corpse everywhere she goes. In her shock, she somehow decides to roll on top of him and fall together on the floor. Emma soon discovers that Mark has not only destroyed her phone but also removed any sharp objects from the house. Determined to escape, she manages to locate the keys to their SUV and makes her way to the garage. However, her hopes are dashed when she realizes that Mark has siphoned out all the gas from the vehicle, rendering it immobile. To add insult to injury, the car's audio system plays a mocking message from Mark, exposing his knowledge of her affair with Tom. Hours later, Tom arrives at the lake house. He tells Emma that he was summoned by texts from her phone and that Mark was facing disbarment for illegal activities at his practice. They both realize that Mark sent the messages to lure Tom, and they suddenly notice a mysterious truck approaching the house. Tom tells Emma to hide as a man named Jimmy emerges from the truck. He tells Tom he's there to fix the plumbing and refuses to leave when Tom tries persuading him. Jimmy's brother, Bobby, then gets out of the truck and stabs Tom to death. It's revealed Bobby was a stalker who once attacked Emma and just got out of prison. Emma manages to evade the men and makes it to the boat shed. She uses an anchor to cut herself free from Mark's corpse and hides just as the men enter the shed. Emma overhears them reveal that Mark hired them to kill her and that they must find the diamonds that they were promised. Bobby suspects the diamonds are in the bedroom safe, which requires Mark's fingerprints and a code that Emma would know. As the men search the house, Emma finds a fuel can and tries refueling the SUV, but Bobby slashes the tires. She knocks Bobby out with a golf club and locks Jimmy into a nearby room. She attempts to escape in Tom's car, but Bobby intervenes. Emma manages to dial 911 on Tom's phone before she is knocked unconscious. She later wakes up in the bedroom and is once again cuffed to Mark. Bobby informs Emma that the combination for the safe is the exact date when Mark proposed to her. However, when Emma refuses to cooperate, Bobby resorts to threatening her with torture. In an attempt to secure her freedom, Emma agrees to disclose the code. Once Emma is released from her restraints, she reveals the code to them. Bobby proceeds to open the safe, only to discover a hacksaw engraved with a clue suggesting that the diamonds are hidden within Emma's necklace. Unfortunately, the necklace lacks a clasp and cannot be removed. Realizing that the only way to retrieve the necklace is by decapitating Emma, Bobby becomes aware of the gruesome task at hand. Jimmy tries to wrestle the saw away from Bobby, but tragically ends up impaled on a coat hook, resulting in his death. Emma makes it to Tom's truck, with Bobby in pursuit. She hits Bobby with the truck but crashes into the boat shed, getting the truck stuck in the snow. Emma exits the truck and fights Bobby on the frozen lake. She stabs Bobby in the shoulder just as the ice gives way. Mark's corpse falls into the lake and drags Bobby with him. Bobby manages to grab Emma and pull her in as well. As they sink, Emma grabs the knife out of Bobby's shoulder and stabs him in the eye. Mark's body drags Bobby down to his death as Emma swims up to the surface. Lying atop the ice, Emma removes her wedding ring and lets it roll into the lake as sirens are heard approaching, but no cops are shown.